The U.S. Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade. We have team coverage tonight. Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us in studio with what, if any, this ruling changes for abortion access in this state. And Local 5's Larissa Leone live in Des Moines with reaction from Iowa's elected officials and stakeholders. But first, this ruling has generated a lot of emotion, but it is not necessarily a surprise. A leaked draft opinion last month indicated justices were leaning towards overturning Roe v. Wade. With that ruling officially handed down today, here's what it means. It does not make abortion illegal in the U.S., but it does allow states to formulate their own abortion laws, whether protecting abortion rights, limiting them, or banning them completely. Today, a wide range of demonstration outside the Supreme Court from anti-abortion activists and abortion rights activists. Today, the president blasting this decision, calling it out of step from the views of most Americans. Take a listen.
Now, with Roe gone, let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk.
6 states are poised to severely restrict or outlaw abortion. 13 have trigger laws banning abortion upon the court's decision to strike it down. And this ruling will now have a ripple effect across the country, turning over the decision to individual states on their own abortion legislation. Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us in studio with how this could impact Iowans.
Stephanie, today's opinion comes exactly a week after Iowa's Supreme Court ruled the state's constitution does not protect right to abortion. So what does the overturning of Roe mean for Iowans and their access to abortions? I sat down with abortion law expert Sally Frank to help us walk through these impacts. Well, Sally, I want to start first with what I think is on a lot of Iowans' minds. With this overturn of Roe v. Wade, does that immediately change Iowans' access to abortion?
No. Abortion is still safe and legal in Iowa. People can make appointments, and it will remain safe and legal in Iowa until or unless the governor gets a special session of the legislature together and they pass a law and sign it into law.
And touching on that, walk me through the avenues that it would take for abortion to become illegal here in the state. What could that look like?
Well, essentially, a law would need to be passed to make abortion illegal. Laws that were in effect long ago, pre-Roe v. Wade, once they're found unconstitutional, they don't just revive magically. There needs to be a new law passed. So either they could wait for a new legislative session, but of course, we don't know if the Republicans will maintain total control that they have now, or the governor can call a special session of the legislature to look at laws on this subject. And I imagine that that is what she is likely to do. And then it'll be whatever passes the legislature and she signs into law.
And given the way this U.S. opinion is written, does this open up for other enumerated rights, things like same-sex marriage, interracial marriage? Are there other rights that we know now that you also see could be potentially under scrutiny of the law coming forward?
Well, Justice Alito's opinion tries to say, oh, nothing else is at risk because abortion involves potential life. But his reasoning does not support that. His reasoning could attack any right that that has been found that Americans view as fundamental. Certainly the right to privacy, which he treats with contempt. Rights to contraception, which is based on the right to privacy, are at risk. Moreover, some forms of contraception could be understood to violate some of the new laws passed. Even such a fundamental decision as Loving versus Virginia, which was about interracial marriage. The way Alito writes is that if something wasn't recognized in 1781 when the U.S. Constitution was ratified, or if it's through the 14th Amendment in 1868, then it isn't a fundamental right recognized longstanding in history. Well, of course, interracial marriage was banned because of the support of slavery. And in 1868, even though slavery was gone, most states banned interracial marriage. So if that's the principle we look to, how was it viewed in 1868 or 1781, then there's a lot of rights that are up for grabs and could be reversed.
And today's decision comes as we're anticipating a major shift in the Iowa Supreme Court. Next month, the sole Democrat-appointed Justice Brent Apple will retire, meaning the court will be completely comprised of Republican justices. Mary Sugden, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Mary, thank you. This is an emotional issue, and we are hearing all kinds of reactions tonight. Local 5's Larissa Leone is downtown Des Moines at Central Academy. Larissa, I understand, I can see behind you there, a protest is coming together.
Yeah, Stephanie, as you just mentioned, high emotions after the ruling was announced. Now, I'm here at Central Academy in downtown Des Moines where protesters are gathered. There's about 100 people here, if not more, and it just keeps growing. Now, it's right over here, and as you can see, this is kind of a busy road, and there's definitely, people trying to cross, so make sure you're being careful when you're trying to cross over to this protest. But again, there's just kicking things up, starting to speak, saying in 5 minutes they'll start and kind of do more. And there's kids here, there's older people here, there's people of all ages here to speak about what the ruling was today and what that means for Iowans and people across the nation. And like you said, Stephanie, really high emotions. There are people here with signs that vary in what they feel, saying, from very frustrated about what's happening and just in multiple different ways of expressing that. But it's definitely growing and growing and growing. So stick with us and we'll have more here in downtown Des Moines. Now, reporting live in downtown Des Moines, Larissa Leone, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Larissa, thank you. A Roe v. Wade has been in effect for nearly 50 years and has had many challenges stemming from 1970 till today. We have this new timeline over on our We Are Iowa Plus, which allows you to rewatch any newscast. Just go to the App Store on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV device, search for We Are Iowa, select and download the free We Are Iowa Plus app. And our team will keep you updated on what's happening with the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. Get the We Are Iowa app so you don't miss a thing. Use your phone to scan the QR code here. That will help you download it. And then turn on notifications so you get those alerts sent straight to you.